that a crime? So 9 years of Modi Sarkar, but for you, what is the single biggest achievement under Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
Very, very deep transformation of India's governance.
Grateful that the country has given us an opportunity to serve under Prime Minister Modi. सेवा के 9 साल के लिए मैं देश के नागरिकों का आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ।
News18 with me, Maria Shakil. The showdown continues between the Wrestling Federation of India, that is the WFI, and protesting wrestlers. The pressure mounts on the centre with farmers group, Khap Panchayats, and especially the opposition putting their weight behind the champion wrestlers. From the agitation at Jantar Mantar to the march towards the new parliament and almost immersing their medals in Ganga, the wrestlers have refused to budge, calling for the ouster and immediate arrest of WFI chief Brij Bhushan Singh, who has been booked over charges of sexual harassment of female wrestlers, including aggravated sexual assault of a minor. The wrestlers met Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur for over 6 hours, who has assured them that the investigation will be completed by June 15. The wrestlers have decided to suspend their protest till then, but have maintained that their agitation won't end till Brij Bhushan Singh is taken into police custody. So the question now is, can the government end this deadlock?
India's champion wrestlers, the pride of the nation who have brought glory to the tricolour on the global stage, now locked in a bitter face-off with the centre. For weeks, the wrestlers have demanded the arrest of WFI President Brij Bhushan Singh. An MP from UP's Kaisarganj, he is in the eye of the storm for allegedly sexually harassing women wrestlers, including a minor. The Delhi police has lodged 2 separate FIRs, including one under the non-bailable Section 10 of the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. Section 10 of the Act pertains to aggravated sexual assault. Brij Bhushan Singh has denied all charges.
और मैं पूरी तरह से निर्दोष हूं और इन आरोपों का सामना करने के लिए तैयार हूं.
From Jantar Mantar to the march towards the new parliament to almost immersing their medals in the Ganga, the wrestlers have refused to budge, gaining support from farmer groups, Khap Panchayats, and especially the opposition.
देश की बेटियां देश के तिरंगे को सर पर उठाए, देश के सम्मान को ताज पहनाकर गोल्ड मेडल जीत कर लाती हैं. उनके साथ शारीरिक उनका शोषण होता है और उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस मार मार कर उनको जंतर मंतर से विरोध प्रदर्शन भी नहीं करने देती.
चार्ट भी चलेगी, मीटिंग भी चलेगी, धरने भी चलेंगे, रास्ते जाम भी होंगे, सब काम होंगे. तो बहुत जनता है देश में, सारा काम करूंगी.
To defuse the crisis, the centre has continued its outreach. After meeting Home Minister Amit Shah, the wrestlers met Sports Minister Anurag Thakur, who has requested them to suspend their agitation till the investigation is concluded.
जो अनुराग ठाकुर ने जो पहले जो जनवरी में जो बैठे थे बच्चे, उस टाइम भी जो ये धरना उठाया गया था, लेकिन वो अपनी बातों पर जो खेल मंत्री वो रहा नहीं, जो बात जो बच्चों के साथ हुई थी, तो जबकि दोबारा जो धरना
पुलिस की जांच के बाद और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश के बाद प्रोटेस्ट का कोई कारण नहीं था.
The wrestlers, however, maintain that Brij Bhushan Singh should immediately be removed from the post of WFI chief and taken into police custody. They have been assured that the investigation will be over by the 15th of June and they will suspend their protest till then.
15 तक हम कोई आंदोलन नहीं करेंगे. 15 तक पुलिस जांच पूरी होने तक हम वेट कर रहे हैं. आंदोलन हमारा खत्म नहीं हुआ.
वही सरकार ने बोला कि भाई हम 15 तारीख तक जो पुलिस की प्रक्रिया है वो पूरा करके आप लोगों को बता देंगे. अगर कोई और बात हुई तो आगे फिर बात चर्चित होगी.
The deadlock persists as the showdown escalates between the two sides. The question remains, who will win first?
And Sports Minister Anurag Thakur has now reacted after holding talks with the wrestlers for 6 hours. Listen in to what he had to say.
निवर्तमान अध्यक्ष ब्रिज भूषण सिंह, जिनकी 3 टर्म पूरी हुई है, वो और उनसे संबंधित लोग उसमें चुनकर ना आए, इस तरह की उनकी मांग थी। जो महिला खिलाड़ियों को या बाकी खिलाड़ी आवश्यकता अनुसार सिक्योरिटी उनको मिले, जिन खिलाड़ियों के या अखाड़ों के या अकेडमीज के या कोचेस के खिलाफ मुकदमे हैं, उन मुकदमों को वापस लेने की मांग की है ताकि उस पर कोई कानूनी या पुलिस की कार्रवाई ना की जा सके।
Anshul is now joining me from outside Anurag Thakur's residence. So, Anshul, what is the formula that has been worked out till 15th of June?
So yes, at this point it seems like that it is a small victory for the government, because the wrestlers since day one were very adamant that they will not back down from the protest until and unless Bhushan Singh is arrested. Now, Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur has been able to convince them finally that they should wait for the investigation to get over. Delhi police has also, on the other hand, the Delhi police has told us that the investigation it's in its last phases, and anyhow the Delhi police was going to approach the court, filing the final charge sheet in this entire matter, and that is what has been told to the wrestlers, and the wrestlers have agreed to that. Apart from that, the wrestlers had asked for an internal complaint committee, the ICC, and that has been agreed upon, and that will be set up, whose president will be a woman, is what we have been told at this point in time. Also, remember on the 28th of May, the kind of agitation that happened at Jantar Mantar when the wrestlers tried to march towards the newly inaugurated building of the parliament, where they were stopped by the Delhi police, and FIR was registered by the Delhi police in that matter, where the names of Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik and Vinesh Fogart were in there, including Sangeeta Fogart's name was also there, along with several other protesters. Now that case will be taken back, and the government has agreed to that the entire case would be taken back and no action
Anshul,
would be
just
taken
hold on to
against
your thoughts. In fact, that is the breaking news that we have now. FIR that were registered against the wrestlers will be taken back, and the FIR that was registered, remember, against several wrestlers was on May 28th for rioting. So that FIR, which was against the protesting wrestlers, have been taken back, is the assurance that has come from Anurag Thakur. Is that enough, Anshul?
So yes, that was in fact, when the meeting had started, that was the first point that the wrestlers raised, that the manner in which they were treated, that was very wrong, and they felt insulted, and also the manner in which case of rioting was registered against them, of breaking property and breaking public property, damaging public property and rioting. The case was registered against several wrestlers. More than 50 names were mentioned in that FIR, including the names of the top leaders of these wrestlers. For example, the likes of Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik, Satyavrat Malik, the husband of Sakshi Malik, Vinesh Fogart, and Sangeeta Fogart, her sister Sangeeta Fogart as well. They were all mentioned in that FIR, and the Delhi police was investigating that case as well. Now that FIR will be taken back. That is something that has been assured to the wrestlers, which means no further action or no further investigation would be done in that entire matter. So this is what the wrestlers had demanded. The government has agreed to all their demands and have asked them to calm down the protest and make sure that no unnecessary pressure is built on the investigating agencies, because the investigating agency at this point in time is trying to carry out a free and fair investigation, and hence the pressure and the noise that is being made in and around this entire investigation, that should not happen at least till the 15th of June. Till then, the Delhi police will complete its investigation and file the final report or the charge sheet in front of the court.
All right. Thank you so much, Anshul, for that quick update. Let me bring in my guests now. Krishna Punya is the MLA of the Congress Party and also a former Olympian. Sunita Gudara is former Asian Marathon champion. Rakesh Singh is the coach of General Secretary of Haryana Wrestling Association. Deshrat Nigam, lawyer and political activist. Sunita, you and I have been chatting over this for quite some time now. Are you seeing now finally a solution in sight?
See, whatever is happening, it is bandit treatment. From day one, I am saying, when Mr. Anurag Thakur, he knows that there should be sports commission, because in 2002, when there was the General Assembly, UN resolution was passed in 2002, 2003, 203 countries signed the charter, Olympic charter, and India is one of them. And in 2016, I'm talking of facts, 2016, Mr. Anurag Thakur went to Parliament when he was MP, not the Sports Minister, for the Sports Ethics Commission Bill 2016. And now he's forgetting everything and doing the bandit treatment. They will take back the FIR, wait for the investigation. Arey, where is the panel with the retired judge and 2 eminent persons with law knowledge, And only punishment this person deserve, bar from sports. The Wrestling Federation also, anybody who is doing any misconduct, unsportsmanlike, professional misconduct, like saying Olympic medal, 15 rupees ka medal, saying mantra to Olympians, and all sorts of remarks, ye to inka to time khatam ho gaya hai. All these derogatory remarks for Olympians.
No, but what will you say now? Will you say now, Rakesh Coach? Will you say now that there is finally 2 steps have been taken, 2 steps have, both sides have moved towards a solution. There has been this understanding, and the government has been saying it very clearly. I was the one who asked Mr. Anurag Thakur that is there an effort at shielding this MP because he's of the BJP, and he said it very clearly that the law is taking its course. So Rakesh Singh, Coach, are you hopeful now that these Olympians, because they've already resumed work, some of them who are associated with the railways, now there is a middle path, and this middle path is investigation which is going on, and also they not taking a maximalist position?
मैडम नमस्कार
जी, आदाब।
देखिए, एक ही घर की 6 बेटियां, एक उनका दामाद, इन्होंने केवल फेडरेशन पे कब्जा करना था। इन्होंने एक ये फिल्म बनाई थी और ये उसमें कामयाब नहीं हुए, इसलिए इन्होंने खाप पंचायतों को और पॉलिटिशियन जितने भी लोग हैं इनको हाथ जोड़ के इनको बुलवाया। और जो पुलिस, हमें सबको मालूम है जितने चैनल पे बैठे हैं, 40 दिन से एक ही बात हो रही है कि पुलिस तफ्तीश कर रही है, उनको करने दें। वो तफ्तीश करके कोर्ट में सबमिट कर देगी। सजा देना कोर्ट का काम है, तफ्तीश करना पुलिस का काम है, सभी जानते हैं। लेकिन इसमें राजनीतिक रोटियां सेकने के लिए पहलवानों के कंधे पे बंदूक धर के चलाने का काम जितनी राजनीतिक पार्टियां हैं वो सभी कर रही हैं। और ये पहलवानों को भी इन्होंने कभी ये जा रहे हैं हरिद्वार में, कभी जा रहे हैं राकेश टिकैत के पास, कभी जा रहे हैं चिटोनी के पास। उन लोगों को तो मौका मिलना चाहिए, जहां भी धरना प्रदर्शन होता उन्होंने एक्स्ट्रा प्लेयर की एंट्री करनी ही करनी है। और ये पहलवानों को 12-12 साल में इनकी याददाश्त वापस आई है कि हमारे साथ ऐसा हुआ। ये केवल झूठ का एक षड्यंत्र है और जांच कर रही है पुलिस। मैं वो पास्को ये कर रहे थे उस दिन से, मुझे धीरे धीरे पता चल रहा है कि उस लड़की ने अपने बयान वापस ले लिए हैं, कोर्ट में भी सामने आ जाएगा। और 15 तारीख को तो इनको शर्म से डूब के मरना पड़ेगा कि हमने किसको, पहले 6 लड़कियां आई, फिर 7 आ गई, आज वो झूठे बयान दे रही है। एक लड़की कह रही है नेताजी ने ऐसा किया।
नहीं राकेश सिंह जी, किस बेसिस पे आप बोल रहे हैं वो झूठे बयान है?
देखिए मैं बताता हूँ, इन्होंने 6 लड़कियों के एक जैसे बयान हैं, वो किसी एक वकील ने लिखे हुए हैं, उसके अलावा सभी
कोई सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट का चार्ज लड़की क्यों लगाएगी राकेश कोच जी?
देखिए इन्होंने जी इनको नीचा दिखा के फेडरेशन पे कब्जा करने की नीयत है। पहलवानी इनकी खत्म हो चुकी है। ये एक बहन इनकी कहाँ, इसमें बीजेपी की चेयरमैन है।
This is derogatory remark.
इनकी बहन इनके साथ नहीं है।
If you make this kind of charge against the Olympians, then how do you expect a solution?
ये बहुत आसान सा काम है लड़कियों का, किसी पे भी इस तरह का एलिगेशन
नहीं, ये तो मैं एकदम ही एक्सेप्ट नहीं करूंगी अब मेरे शो पर राकेश सिंह जी। आप किसी भी महिला के ऊपर इस तरह की टिप्पणी ना करें प्लीज।
कानून को बदलना पड़ेगा।
नहीं, ये टिप्पणी बिल्कुल गलत है कि वो जबरदस्ती कोई इस्तेमाल कर रही है। ये तो एकदम ही एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं बयान है आपका। कृष्णा पुनिया, आप जवाब दें प्लीज।
इसका इतना गलत इस्तेमाल हो रहा है।
नहीं, ये गलत इस्तेमाल आप पहले किस बेसिस पे बोल रहे हैं कि उन्होंने गलत FIR दिया और गलत बयान दिया? कृष्णा पुनिया, कृष्णा पुनिया, गो अहेड।
जी, सर्वप्रथम मैं जो राकेश जी बोल रहे हैं उनकी भाषा ये ठीक नहीं है। शायद ये एक बेटी के बाप ना हो इस तरीके की भाषा की ये लड़कियां इस तरीके से फेडरेशन में कब्जा करने के लिए कर रही हैं। नंबर 1 मैं बताना चाहूँगी, अगर ऐसी बात थी, ऐसी घटिया राजनीति और उसका शब्दों का आप प्रयोग कर रहे हो, ये अच्छी नहीं है। दूसरा, आपने जिस तरीके से एलिगेशन लगाए हैं, बीजेपी से बबीता फोगाट इलेक्शन लड़ा है और अभी एक्टिव है राजनीति के अंदर, बीजेपी से ब्रिज भूषण शरण है, सरकार बीजेपी की है, तो ये मुश्किल नहीं था। इस तरीके से अपनी आबरू को सड़क पे लेकर ये तमाशा करेंगे, आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए इस चीज़ के लिए। आप कोच हैं और इस तरीके की बात करते हैं, तो ये बड़े शर्म की बात है। दूसरा, मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि ये जब कह रहे थे कि 15 रुपए में मेडल आता है, तो क्या ये एक प्रेसिडेंट की भाषा है कि क्या वो खिलाड़ियों को क्या मोटिवेट करेंगे, वो खिलाड़ियों को आगे बढ़ने के लिए कैसे प्रेरित करेंगे कि 15 रुपए में मेडल आता है? वो 15 माले की बिल्डिंग एक बार चढ़ के दिखा दें एक बार में, तब पता चल जाएगा कि 15 रुपए में मेडल आता है या 15 बरस लगते हैं, खून पसीना एक करना पड़ता है, तब मेडल आता है। दूसरा, मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि जो इनको कैसे पता कि क्या बयान हुए हैं क्या नहीं हुए हैं, जो ये यहाँ पर एक चैनल पे बैठ के इस तरीके की बात कर रहे हैं। तीसरा, आपने मीडिया के माध्यम से अनीता शोरान, जो कि कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स की गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट है और वो तो राजनीति से परे है, वो ऐसी कोई बात नहीं थी, वो लड़की इन बातों के ऊपर समर्थन कर रही है कि कुछ बच्चियों ने आके उसे बताया और ये सारी बातें बताई, तो क्या वो भी झूठ बोल रही है? वो भी राजनीति कर रही है? तो ये चीजें हैं, ये घटिया मानसिकता है। मंत्रा कहना,
राकेश को जी, इस तरह की टिप्पणी करना बहुत ही
और दूसरा
and this is absolutely not acceptable. No, Rakesh ji, this is not acceptable for you to say a woman is hatching a conspiracy and it is coming at the cost of her own dignity and honor. This is not acceptable.
हमारे नेता
राकेश जी से मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि जो जिस तरीके से
मैडम,
क्या 2014 से पहले कोई आंदोलन जीवी नहीं थे क्या? 2014 से पहले क्या
बात कर रहे हैं? इस भारत में 3 ही बेटियां नहीं है, हिंदुस्तान में तो 100 बेटी लेके आई है मेडल। तो और एक आम बेटी और खास बेटी के लिए आप कानून अलग बनाएंगे क्या?
तो मतलब पांच का शोषण होता रहे तो उनको हम एक साइड किनारे कर दें?
अच्छा, ये 12 साल
आप ये मतलब ये आप ऑथराइज करेंगे? 10 लड़कियों के साथ शोषण होता है तो उनको साइड में
क्या किया जाए? अगर कोई औरत अपने शोषण के बारे में 12 साल के बाद बताती है तो क्या मान लिया जाए कि वो झूठी है?
इनको यही नहीं पता कि सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट जब होता है तो
woman decides whether she has been harassed or not.
इनको ये भी नहीं पता।
3 के साथ होगा, 3 के साथ नहीं, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है?
responsible for that trust deficit which was there, which is now being mended by the government and the wrestlers. The kind of language which is being used. Yes, the politicians have landed there. Yes, they are doing politics over it. But to defame a woman, the manner in which Rakesh Singh coach is doing, is not acceptable. Then where will be the solution ever?
बेटियां हैं, ऐसे चैनल में बैठ के आप ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते। सभी के घर में बेटियां हैं और बेटियां जो हैं, ये 3 ही बेटियां नहीं हिंदुस्तान में।
चलिए, देश रत्न निगम जी, पहले आप इनको ही जवाब दे दें।
राकेश जी, अगर 3 बेटियों के खिलाफ अगर कुछ गलत हुआ है तो वो जरूर इसके खिलाफ बैठेंगी और हर बेटी को बैठना चाहिए। अगर एक बेटी के साथ भी गलत हुआ है तो इसका मतलब नहीं है कि 99 मेडल लेके आ रही है, एक के साथ गलत हो रहा है तो उसको गलत होने दिया जाए। ये उसकी अपनी जिंदगी है, उसके अपने अधिकार हैं और उसके साथ अगर गलत होता है तो उसके साथ हमें खड़ा होना चाहिए। हमें ये नहीं देखना चाहिए 99 के
देश रत्न निगम, go ahead.
Maria ji, let us put aside the politics of the entire issue. There is no doubt excessive politicization has begun on this subject.
I agree with you on that. Yes.
And everybody is jumping in and trying to, roti sek rahe hain. In fact, thande tawe pe roti sek rahe hain, which will not be successful. The only thing that matters out here is that the wrestlers had gone to the Supreme Court and the FIR was registered. Once an FIR is registered under the POCSO, POCSO is actually divided into 2 parts, where the punishment is 7 years or less, and in certain cases it is 7 years or more. Under Section 10, in which I believe this FIR has been registered, or if you look at the contents of the FIR, it is Section 8 and 11, 12, and 9 and 10. These are the sections which are being attracted. In all these sections, the maximum punishment is 7 years. And Supreme Court has...
Nigam ji, just hold on to your thoughts. There is a big twist now which has come in this probe against the WFI chief. The father of this minor wrestler has said that all the allegations that he leveled against Bhushan Singh was done in anger, Bhushan did not behave inappropriately with minor is what the father is saying. Dhirendra from News 18 is joining us. Dhirendra, पहले उन्होंने ऐसा बयान क्यों दिया और क्या ये नहीं माना जाए कि अभी उन पे प्रेशर हो रहा है इसलिए वो बयान बदल रहे हैं?
देखिए, ये बात हमने उनसे की थी कि आप किसी दबाव में ये बयान जो चेंज किए हैं, आपने 164 के बयान चेंज किए हैं, तो उनका ये कहना कि मैं किसी दबाव, डर या लोभ लालच में ये बयान चेंज नहीं किए हैं। लेकिन जब ये मूवमेंट शुरू हुई थी तो मुझे भी मेरे साथ, मेरी बेटी के साथ अन्याय हुआ था, क्योंकि कुश्ती फेडरेशन ने उसके साथ भेदभाव किया था। तो अब इन्होंने जो छेड़छाड़ के आरोप ब्रजभूषण के ऊपर लगाए थे, उनसे पूरी तरह से नकार दिया और ये कहा कि उनकी बेटी के साथ स्पोर्ट्स में भेदभाव हुआ था। इसलिए गुस्से के आगे चलते हुए 2-3 चीजें हमने ऐड कर दी थी, उसके लिए इन्होंने स्वीकार भी किया। लेकिन अब ये कहा कि ब्रजभूषण शरण पर छेड़छाड़ के कोई आरोप नहीं है।
लेकिन उन्होंने वैसा बयान पहले क्यों दिया था?
हाँ, उसी बयान के बारे में हमने पूछा था कि आपने क्यों दिया, तो उन्होंने ये कहा कि जिस वक्त पहलवानों ने धरना शुरू किया था और बताया था कि ब्रजभूषण इस तरह से पहलवानों के साथ दुर्व्यवहार करते हैं, छेड़छाड़ करते हैं, तो उन्होंने भी सोचा कि उनकी बेटी के साथ भी इसी तरह का वाकया हुआ था कि उनके साथ भेदभाव किया था कुश्ती में।
तो क्या उनकी बेटी ने ऐसा अपने बाप को नहीं बताया था कि ऐसा हुआ है?
कि देखिए, इन्होंने स्पष्ट तौर पे नहीं किया, सिर्फ ये कहा कि मैंने अपने 164 के बयान बदल लिए हैं और पहले कुश्ती फेडरेशन ने उनकी बेटी के साथ भेदभाव किया था और गुस्से में आकर उन्होंने छेड़छाड़ के आरोप लगाए थे।
Okay, so now there is a new twist that has come in. Sunita Gudara, the case against Brij Bhushan is only becoming weak.
Yes, that is why I'm saying justice delayed is justice denied, and this will happen. I don't know how many witnesses will become hostile. That's why I'm saying why Sports Ministry is doing band-aid treatment. Why can't they open up their own panel where there is no punishment of jail?
But ma'am, there was a panel that was set up which was also not acceptable to the wrestlers.
From sports, shame this person.
But
shaming the person is very important.
There was a panel that was set up.
Of the society.
The wrestlers did not agree to that panel either.
No, that was not panel. Maria, that was committee. Committee does not have any legal rights. I am talking of Ethics Sports Commission. You call it disciplinary panel, which has legal rights, like NADA. And it works under WADA. Same way, the panel will work under International Olympic Committee.
Okay.
So it is totally different. It's like a fast-track court.
Maria, can I come in?
Head that
yes, sir. Go ahead.
Retired judge will head that panel. It's a very important panel I'm talking about.
Yes, Deshratna Nigam now, please. Yes.
See, now the twists and turns are taking place, and there was also some reports, unverified reports, that the girl is not minor. I am sure police will also take the bone ossification test to determine the age. Probably that would also be an issue. These are all scientific things. We must put the politics out of it. And certainly, you know, the arrest, see, first they wanted FIR. After the FIR, they wanted arrest. But the law says otherwise. If the punishment is still 7 years or less, then there can be no arrest. There has to be a notice of appearance. Twice Bhushan Singh has been interrogated. The WFI staff has been interrogated. So he's cooperating with the investigation as of now. So therefore, the law is very clear. In fact, if the police violates the law, recently Allahabad High Court sent a policeman for 14-day custody because he violated this particular law. So police also has to be careful. They just cannot go and arrest somebody. They have to follow the law laid down by the Supreme Court in 2008 amendment done by the Congress government, where section 41A was brought into criminal procedure code, where this provision of no arrest if the conviction is punishment is still 7 years or less. So let the law take its own course. If he is guilty, I am sure the total timeline and everything will go before the court. Trial will take place. Charge sheet will be filed. Entire evidence will be placed. And believe me, if the complaint is found wrong and false, believe me, there is a provision for punishment of lodging false complaint, whoever files it. Okay. And if Bhushan Singh is guilty, then I am sure under POCSO, he will get the maximum punishment which is there.
Okay, Krishna Punya?
जी मैं एक बात कहना चाहूँगी मारिया जी, अभी मुझसे जैसे हम पूर्व में जो बात कर रहे थे मैं उस पर कहना चाहूँगी कि इन 5-7 लड़कियों के ऊपर हुआ तो ये झूठी हैं, ये आरोपी हैं। मैं राकेश जी को कहना चाहूँगी ये कुश्ती में सची हुए हैं, अपने AFI इनकी जो फेडरेशन है उसमें सचिव हैं, और आप देख सकती हैं कि एक चैनल पे बैठ के किस तरीके से इन्होंने भाषा का प्रयोग करा। इन्हें मालूम है कि सब मैनेज हो जाएगा। ये वहाँ पर सचिव के तौर पर वहाँ पर थे, ब्रिज भूषण के साथ हैं, और यहाँ चैनल पर बैठकर कह रहे हैं कि इन लड़कियों के साथ ये हथियाना चाह रही हैं, करना चाह रही हैं। तो ये मानसिकता आप चैनल के माध्यम से देख सकती हैं कि इन लड़कियों का कितना शोषण होगा। ऐसे व्यक्तियों को चैनल के ऊपर लेकर आना जिस फेडरेशन के ऊपर दोष है, और वो व्यक्ति यहाँ आकर इस तरीके की भाषा का प्रयोग करती है, मैं इसकी निंदा करती हूँ। ऐसे व्यक्तियों को नहीं बोलने दिया जाए। दूसरा मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि जिस तरीके से आपने बताया कि लड़की ने केस वापस ले लिया, अभी तो धीरे धीरे मारिया जी देखते जाना कि क्या होता है।
So you are saying that more witnesses will turn hostile.
और मैं
मारिया जी इसमें एक बात,
अगर न्याय नहीं मिलता है तो बिल्कुल तोड़ने की कोशिश की जाएगी, बिल्कुल तोड़ने की कोशिश की जाएगी। और मैं ये मेरे को एहसास हो रहा है, अगर ऐसा हुआ है तो ऑफिशियली मेरे को इसके बारे में जानकारी नहीं आई, अभी आपके चैनल के माध्यम से जानकारी हुई। अगर किसी लड़की के साथ गलत भी हुआ, उसको ट्रेनिंग के दौरान भी
कोई दबाव नहीं है, वही उनके पिताजी ने बोला है।
मारिया जी इसमें 164 के बयान जज के
क्या करेगा अगर प्रेशराइज ये इसी तरीके से, तो ब्रिज भूषण ये भी कह रहा है कि मैं दोषी नहीं हूं।
एक जज के सामने होते हैं, वो समझाता है बिना दबाव के, आप बोलिए, वो पूरी तरह से सेटिस्फाई करता है, उसके बाद बयान लिखे जाते हैं, वरना वो बयान रिकॉर्ड नहीं करता है जज। और ओथ पे होते हैं वो, आप शपथ लेके करते हैं, ये जज के सामने लिखा जाता है 164 का बयान। तो ये
बयान दबाव में नहीं होते, जज के सामने
164 के बयान होते हैं, 161 का बयान नहीं है जो पुलिस के सामने।
कोई 24 घंटे नहीं रहता है।
अरे भाई
पीछे से क्या हुआ है, कहाँ किसको प्रेशराइज किया जा रहा है, कुछ पता नहीं है।
तो आपको
जितना डिले होता जाएगा उतने इस तरह के बयान होते जाएंगे।
आप प्रिज्यूम नहीं कर रहे हैं मैडम,
ये बहुत पेचीदा होता जा रहा है। इट इज बिकमिंग वेरी वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नाउ।
अरे भाई जज के ऊपर छोड़िए ना, ये सारी चीजें ट्रायल होगा जज के सामने।
But Sunita, the question is that you'll have to have faith in some agency. You have to have faith in some institution.
No,
you cannot say that the judge is being influenced, that judge is being pressurized. You cannot say that the police investigation is wrong. Everything cannot go
institution पे छोड़ दिया जाए तो इनकी FIR के लिए अगर इन्हें कोर्ट में नहीं जाना पड़ता।
Maria, I did not say that our Supreme Court and High Court they have no system. They have very good system. I am not saying that they don't have system. But the way things are going, when we have our own sports law, which can go faster like a fast track, why can't a sports minister, what he did in 2016,
since you are member of,
it will take him 2 days
of
to
the wrestling association,
it
help us
will take him
understand
2 days to make a panel with
basis
retired judge. 2 days. And third day, these people will be barred from sports.
Okay.
At least shame these people who are giving such derogatory remarks.
Okay, Rakesh,
who have education on them, on sexual harassment. At least we should shame them.
कोई स्पोर्ट्स पैनल क्रिमिनल लॉ को नहीं इन्वेस्टिगेट कर सकता। क्रिमिनल लॉ होगा या IPC के अंडर होगा।
अरे आपको पता ही नहीं है, प्लीज आप अगर वकील हैं तो पहले स्पोर्ट्स लॉ पढ़ लीजिए। मैं पेपर्स लेके बैठी हूँ। दिस इज जनरल असेंबली। This is General Assembly resolution. Please इसका पेज नंबर 2 का आइटम 2 पढ़ लीजिए।
Let Rakesh Coach respond to that. Rakesh Coach respond to what Sunita is saying.
General Assembly.
आप लोगों ने ये रूल क्यों नहीं फॉलो किया?
This is General Assembly resolution page 2 about the sports law. About the panel.
Follow किया
This is Anurag Thakur himself.
Okay, Rakesh Coach, yes.
Sports Commission.
देखिए मैडम,
which is not in place.
देखिए अभी उस भाई ने बताया कि उस लड़की के फादर साहब ने कहा कोई दबाव नहीं था। इन लोगों को जो ये मेरे को ज्ञान बांट रही थी हमारी बहन जी कांग्रेस की नेता, इनको इतनी शर्म आएगी।
ज्ञान नहीं बांट रही थी मैं सही कह रही हूँ, मैं सही कह रही हूँ। आप ब्रिजभूषण के चमचे हैं और आप लोगों ने लड़कियों का शोषण किया है।
आप कांग्रेस में नहा के गंगा जी नहा के आओ पहले, आपका भी जो है ना पवित्रपना ठीक हो जाएगा। आप जो भाषा का यूज कर रहे हो ठीक नहीं कर रहे हैं।
मेरे को जरूरत नहीं है, मेरे को जरूरत नहीं है। आप लोगों ने पता नहीं कितनी लड़कियों का शोषण किया है, आप लोगों को जरूरत है उस चीज की। आपकी मानसिकता इतनी खराब हो चुकी है, आपकी सोच में कीड़े पड़ चुके हैं, तो आप लोगों को सोचने की जरूरत है। कितनी आपके चेहरे के ऊपर मुस्कान रही, छोटी छोटी बच्चियों का शोषण करके आप लोग मस्कराते रहे। आप लोगों को, आप जैसे लोगों ने फेडरेशन में रह के हमारी लड़कियों का शोषण किया। आप एक चमचे के रूप में आपकी अपनी लाइफ देख रहे बच्चियों की जिंदगी से आपको कुछ नहीं लेना देना है, कुछ भी नहीं लेना देना है आपको।
आप केवल आपने ये सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट ये लगा के बच्चियों को आगे करके अपनी नौकरियां सेकनी है।
तुमने
कुछ नहीं कर सकते।
तुम्हारी वजह से इस देश चल रहा है, सब कुछ हो रहा है। और तुम जैसे लोग इस ऐसी संस्थाओं पे बैठे रहेंगे तब तक स्पोर्ट्स का कुछ नहीं हो सकता है।
कहां बैठे हैं
आप जैसे नरपक्षी लोग, आप जैसे यौन शोषणकर्ता लोग जो बैठे रहेंगे तो कोई अपनी बेटियों को खेलों में नहीं भेजेगा।
तो आप भी तो किसी की बेटी थी, आप भी तो खेल के गई वहां तक। आपको तो मालूम होगा क्या होता है वहां पे। क्या ऐसा होता है कि 15 साल तक आदमी चुप रहे थे?
हम ऐसे समाज से आते हैं जो गलत का विरोध करते हैं, हम ऐसे समाज से आते हैं जो गलत का विरोध करते हैं, और आप जैसे लोगों के मुख पे तमाचा मारते हैं। हम ऐसे लोग
बंदूक ना चलाओ, इस हरियाणा को जलाने का नाम काम करो।
तेरे घर पे रोटियां नहीं मांगने आते कांग्रेस में नहीं बचा
लोगों की वजह से। कांग्रेस ने हरियाणा को 3 बार जला दिया है।
आप लोगों की वजह से हरियाणा के मैं माननीय हमारे मुख्यमंत्री भूपेंद्र सिंह हुड्डा जी का धन्यवाद देती हूं कि जिनकी वजह से खेलों का इतना उत्थान हुआ और उन्होंने अपनी बेटियों की सुध ली, और आप जैसे लोगों ने घूम की तरह लगे हुए हैं।
भूपेंद्र का बेटा इसमें 10 साल था, आप लोग कहां सोए हुए थे?
करते हैं कि 99 लड़कियां मेडल लेकर आती हैं, एक लड़की का शोषण होता है तो क्या हो गया? आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए, आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए। आप किस मुख से अपने बेटी के सामने जाएंगे कि 5 लड़कियों का शोषण होता है तो क्या होता है? आप अपनी बेटी के सामने कैसे जाएंगे? आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए। आप अपनी बीवी के सामने
फाइनल वर्ड टू देश रत्न निगम
जाएंगे, आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए।
Where is the solution?
आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए अपनी मां बहन के सामने।
शांत हो जाए भाई।
5 लड़कियों का शोषण हो रहा है तो क्या हो गया?
इतनी असभ्य भाषा का प्रयोग नहीं होना चाहिए। वी आर ऑन अ वेरी रिस्पेक्टेड।
जो बोलते हो सत्य है क्या? हमारे
देखिए मैं इतना कहना चाहूंगा, हम लोगों को विश्वास करना चाहिए। हमारी जुडिशरी है, सब कुछ जुडिशरी के सामने जाएगा। मीडिया में बैठ के बहुत आसान होता है कि इस व्यक्ति ने ये किया, उसको पहले ही आपने दोषी करार दे दिया, अभी मुकदमा शुरू नहीं हुआ है। हमें इंतजार करना चाहिए। हमारी एक न्यायिक प्रक्रिया है। वी हैव अ जुडिशियल सिस्टम विच इज वेरी रोबस्ट एंड क्लियरली वेरी अकाउंटेबल to the higher judiciary at the level of trial, and let's wait for the trial. Let's see what the charge.
Let's not sit in judgment. Let the law take its course is what you're saying. We certainly hope that protesting wrestlers
ज्ञान बांटने का काम कर रहे हैं, इन ज्ञानियों से ज्ञान ठाकुर बोलो मत इनके सामने।
All right, Sunita Gudara, Rakesh Singh coach, Desh Ratna Nigam and Krishna Punya, thank you so much for your time. Earlier I spoke to Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur. He maintains that government has taken action and is not shielding Brij, Bhushan, Charan Singh. Listen in.
जहाँ पे रेसलिंग की आप बात करते हैं, ये जो आरोप लगाए गए हैं इसको हमने बड़ी गंभीरता से लिया और इस विषय को बड़ी संवेदनशीलता के साथ कमेटी का गठन भी करके रेसलिंग फेडरेशन को डे टू डे वर्किंग से बिल्कुल हटा दिएगा। कोई पदाधिकारी उनके काम नहीं। इंडियन ओलंपिक एसोसिएशन की कमेटी डे टू डे फंक्शनिंग कर रही है। दिल्ली पुलिस जांच कर रही है। शीघ्र जांच हो, चार्जशीट जल्द दायर हो और उसके बाद उचित कार्रवाई भी हो।
लेकिन डिले इन द आउटकम ऑफ द प्रोब, डू यू थिंक इट्स एडिंग टू द कंफ्यूजन?
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं। जब आपने आरोप लगते हैं तो सभी पक्षों को सुनना पड़ता है, सबूत इकट्ठे करने पड़ते हैं, फिर चार्जशीट दायर होती है। मुझे लगता है दिल्ली पुलिस जल्द चार्जशीट दायर करेगी और उचित कार्रवाई भी करेगी।
अनुराग जी, मैं थोड़ा सा उस पर और सवाल करूंगी क्योंकि आज सारे अखबार में जो FIR है उसके डिटेल्स आए हैं और ये कहा गया है कि WFI चीफ हैज बीन अक्यूज्ड ऑफ डिमांडिंग सेक्सुअल फेवर्स। फर्दर एट लीस्ट 10 कंप्लेंट्स ऑफ मोलेस्टेशन हैव आल्सो बीन रजिस्टर्ड अगेंस्ट ब्रिज भूषण।
आपने रिपोर्ट पढ़ी है?
This has come out. That means we believe that this has been obviously done because
ना मुझे पता है ना आपको पता है, लेकिन पुलिस की चार्जशीट में सारी डिटेल आएगी। इसलिए मैंने कहा कि जांच निष्पक्ष हो, जल्द चार्जशीट दायर हो और उचित कार्रवाई हो।
What will you tell those who are saying that you are trying to protect him because he is your party MP?
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता जी। पार्टी के MP बहुत होंगे। हम निष्पक्ष जांच चाहते हैं, दूध का दूध पानी का पानी और उचित कार्रवाई चाहते हैं। किसी को बचाने का किसी का कोई काम नहीं है।
We're slipping into a short break. Up next, a shootout at a Lucknow court has led to the death of a key aide of Don Mukhtar Ansari. In the wake of the Atiq murder case, this has sparked another political war over law and order in the state. That debate when we return. Stay with us.
या ठिकाणी साधारण 5 वाजेच्या सुमारास संध्याकाळी एक खबर आम्हाला मिळाली होती, ज्यामध्ये सावित्रीदेवी फुले महिला छात्रालय या ठिकाणी एक बॉडी असल्याची माहिती होती. त्या अनुषंगाने तात्काळ पोलीस घटनास्थळी पोहोचले होते. यामध्ये आम्हाला या हॉस्टेलच्या 4थ्या मजल्यावर एका रूममध्ये एक साधारण 18 वर्ष 2 महिने इतक्या वयाच्या एका मुलीची या ठिकाणी राहणाऱ्या बॉडी आढळून आलेली आहे. या रूमचं लॉक जे आहे ते बाहेरून बंद असल्याचं त्या ठिकाणी दिसून आलं होतं. या अनुषंगाने एकंदरीत परिस्थिती पाहता फॉरेन्सिकची टीम, डॉक्टर्स, फिंगरप्रिंट एक्सपर्ट तसेच सर्व पोलीस अधिकारी बोलवण्यात आले होते. एकंदरीत या घटनेमध्ये मर्डरचा 302 IPC अन्वये गुन्हा दाखल करण्याची प्रक्रिया नरेंद्र पोलीस स्टेशन या ठिकाणी चालू आहे.
And we have some more inputs coming in on this story in which a girl has been found dead in Marine Drive hostel in Mumbai. Now, Mumbai police has added that sections 376 and 302 of IPC in this case have been registered, and 376 refers to punishment for sexual assault, whereas section 302 is punishment for murder. Now, rape and murder charges have been leveled against the accused Kanojia, who was found dead on the track. And remember, he was also the watchman of the hostel in which the girl was found dead. So, an 18-year-old girl was found dead in a hostel in Mumbai's Marine Drive, and the watchman of the hostel, who is suspected in this case, was also found dead on the railway track. CNN News 18's Yesha is joining us on this story. Yesha, can you give us more details about this shocking incident that is coming to the fore from Mumbai?
Yes, Anjali. In fact, what has now been seen is that in this case, this 18-year-old girl, she was staying in this hostel on the 4th floor. It was only yesterday was when police received a call at Marine Drive police station stating that the room of this girl is locked. She's in fact not spoken to anyone since 11:30 the previous night. That is on Monday night. 11:30 was when she last spoke to her friends, following which she was not seen anywhere. In fact, the diary, the register of the hostel did not show her going out anywhere. Which the police received this call wherein they were informed that the girl was not to be found. It was only when the cops reached the spot, they broke open the door and the girl was found. That in a suspicious situation. Also, a dupatta was found wrapped around her neck, but she was not found hanging. She was found on the floor. Police then started investigating this case. They also spoke to a few people around, and which is where they realized that this person, Kanojia, who was working as a security guard in that hostel for quite a few years, was also missing since morning. Then, as a part of the investigation, an unclaimed body was found between Marine Drive and Churchgate station. It was found out that this person had jumped before a train and had taken his life. This body was in fact then taken to GT hospital where postmortem and all were done. Later on, it was Kanojia's family who used to stay in the Kolaba area, identified him and claimed the body. Now, when you speak of this victim, the girl, she was from Akola. She was in Mumbai. She was studying at a college at Bangalore. She was also working part-time. It was only later it was first found out that there is possibility of a rape and murder in this case. Police have, as of now, like we've mentioned, registered the case under IPC 376 and 302. Now, further investigation is on. The body of this girl has been sent for postmortem. Further investigation would actually reveal as to what really transpired on the intervening night of Monday and Tuesday, because last when the girl spoke to her friends was Monday night, following which this accused had been missing since Tuesday morning. In fact, his body was also found on the tracks around Tuesday early morning, and the case was reported only by Tuesday afternoon. So now police is investigating as to what really transpired considering that the postmortem reports are awaited, they shed some more light on this particular incident. But as of now, the investigation is on, while the victim's family would also be approached, considering that she's based out of Akola. Yes.
But also, Yesha, as per reports suggest that her friends have claimed that it was not the first time and that the watchman, who is also the suspect in this case, used to harass her earlier also.
Yes, that's right. In fact, police sources have confirmed that this particular person, Kanojia, was used to harass her even before, which is where the police have put this case together and have filed this case of 376 and 302. This is on the basis of the statements by her friends about whatever had transpired between them earlier, was where this case has been registered. And now, considering that 376 has been added, is where the case would further progress. Because earlier, until last night, when the police was investigating the case, there was no clarity whether this case actually is of sexual assault or not. But on the basis of the statements by her friends is where these particular sections have been added to the case. Also, there's another theory to it, because considering that the door was locked from inside, the police will also now have to investigate as to what really happened, how the door was locked from inside while the person, the accused, his body was found on the railway tracks. Yes.
Right, Yesha, please stay with us. We have Abha Singh joining us on this story. Ms. Singh, so this shocking incident is being reported from Maharashtra's Mumbai, where an 18-year-old girl has been found dead in her hostel, and the suspect in this case, who was also the watchman.
Welcome back. Gangster turned politician Mukhtar Ansari's close aide Sanjeev Maheshwari alias Jiva was shot dead outside the Lucknow Civil Court. The attacker had come in the garb of a lawyer. According to reports, Sanjeev Maheshwari was shot several times. Two others, including a child, also received bullet injuries. The shooter was arrested after he carried out the hit. Meanwhile, angry lawyers resorted to protests and stone pelting at the cops, where some police personnel also sustained injuries. The Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya has promised strict action against the shooter. Meanwhile, the opposition is raining fire on the government as this comes weeks after the killing of Don Atiq Ahmed in Prayagraj during a medical checkup. Amidst the political fight, the question remains, who is responsible for this grave security lapse, where another accused in custody has been gunned down.
जानकारी नहीं, आप ही बता रहे हो, कोई हत्या करेगा, उसे ये मालूम है कि वो बचेगा नहीं, उसको उत्तर प्रदेश की पुलिस पकड़ेगी और कानून के हिसाब से सजा देगा।
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर, अगर हम पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश का लॉ एंड ऑर्डर देखें तो सबसे पहले पीछे मुड़ के ये देखना चाहिए कि आखिरकार लगातार कार्यवाहक डीजीपी क्यों है उत्तर प्रदेश।
CNN News 18 has now accessed first visuals of the shooter, who is in police custody. Remember, he entered the premises wearing lawyer's coat. Amit Kumar Singh of News 18 is joining me on the phone line. Amit, what really is the motive behind this murder?
For this, CM Yogi Adityanath himself has set up an SIT committee, and 3 members SIT committee has been formed by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Mohit Agrawal, the ADG technical, is heading this SIT. Nilamja Chaudhary and Praveen Kumar, IG Range Ayodhya, is also in the. Praveen Kumar is also the member of the SIT, and as of now, the sources says that from tomorrow morning onward, early morning, the SIT team will visit visit, first of all, the court premises where this shootout has taken place. And as just now I have spoken to the police personnel who got bullet injuries. 2 police personnel got bullet injuries. As I spoke to them exclusively, they said that within 2 to 3 minutes, everything happened. They were caught by surprise, and Sanjeev, the gangster Sanjeev Jiva, was shot the first time when he was entering the courtroom. When he was entering the courtroom, he was shot first. At that time, he collapsed, and after that, he got he was shot 3-4 times. And behind Sanjeev, there was a lady standing with her 2 to 3 years baby. Baby also got an injury, and the 2 police personnel also got bullet injury. But the good news that the baby, 2 to 3 year child, and both police personnel is now out of danger. But police is right now investigating the matter, and they are until now the person, the alleged person, is said about that he is from Jaunpur, and why he have shot Sanjeev. Police is telling that soon as the investigation is over, they will let it know. But the SIT, which has been formed by CM Yogi Adityanath, they will table the report within 1 week. This is the CM Yogi Adityanath himself have ordered this.
All right. Thank you so much, Amit. Let me bring in my guests. Arvind Kumar Jain is former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Abbas Haider is a spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. We also have Anila Singh representing the BJP. Arvind Jain, another shooter, comes in the custody of, the person who is an accused here is in the custody of police. Last time we saw what happened with Atiq Ahmed. Now it is in the court premises. What's really happening here?
It's a lapse. It's a lapse on the part of police. There is double security in court premises. At entry points also, there are DFMDs, HHMDs, metal detectors, and policemen are there. And they are supposed to check each and every person. Even lawyers are supposed to be checked, although they resent it. And at times they don't allow policemen to check them. But there was security with Jiva also, because Jiva is a very notorious criminal of Western UP. Even he had security, and those people should have reacted. But inquiry will reveal, but I think they failed to react, and action should be taken against them.
Anila Singh, what action has been taken against those who killed Atiq Ahmed in police custody?
See, if you talk about today's incident, high-level SIT committee has been made by the government, and in a week's time they are going to come out with the inquiry report, and we should wait till then. And indeed, if we talk about Sanjeev Jiva, he was a heinous criminal, and those who live by gun, they die by gun. That is a reality. But how it happened, how this person took the weapon inside the court, this is the matter of inquiry, and we should wait for the facts.
Yes. So in another case, in the previous case, you had shooters who, pretended themselves to be journalists, and now you have a shooter who enters court premises as a lawyer. And you will continue to say those who live by the gun die by the gun. Then what is the point of law and order? What is the point of ensuring that there is justice prevails? What is the point of having trial? If this is the way you will be responding to to say that those who live by the gun die by the gun. What is the point of even having an SIT then, ma'am?
All right, I heard you, Maria. So you cannot say that law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh has not improved. It has improved a lot. And statistics, they portray the figures. And statistics do not lie. And whether we talk about Atiq Ahmed and his brother or today's incident, yes, they all were heinous criminals. But trial was going on. The murder has happened. Why, how, who? I think we should wait for the police report.
So Abbas Haider, why is your party not ready to wait? And why is Akhilesh Yadav and all others jumping the gun here?
Let them do that.
So insensitive. It is so insensitive on the part of Bharatiya Janata Party. They are giving such low statements on television. See, an innocent girl, a young girl got hurt in this incident today. What was her fault? Was she a criminal as well? There is a total state of lawlessness in Uttar Pradesh. Criminals are walking freely everywhere. They are so confident they can enter a court premises and they can shoot anybody in heavy police presence. This is what is happening in UP. Yesterday in Jalon, a man, he committed suicide because his daughter was raped and his complaint was not being lodged by the police. This is what has been happening. Another lawyer, Anjali Garg, she was shot in Meerut
if
today.
we were to look at the track record, if we were to look at the criminal record of this man who has been killed.
I get your question.
Yes.
I'm saying if somebody is a
Jiva, notorious criminal accused in multiple murder. He has been a close aide. I understand this cannot be a justification of killing anybody in the court premises, but the larger question is also, Arvind Kumar, this entire encounter politics which is happening.
I'm saying,
this encounter politics which has begun, every time a killing happens, it is, put on law and order of UP government. But whatever said and done, we have seen how the law and order has improved in the last 5 years of Yogi Adityanath. There is that general sense of confidence that women in particular have, the sense of security that they have.
Law and order has definitely improved. There are no two opinions about it. Very deterrent action has been taken against mafias also. But such incidents have also taken place. Such incidents have taken place in Delhi court also, in other courts also in the past, in UP also. So, but this is no justification that such a shootout will be carried out. Actually, the main problem is that lawyers, they don't want them to be searched when they enter the court premises. That they don't allow police to search them, and once a few lawyers or hundreds of lawyers, they enter the court without search, then weapon can be taken inside. Or this person was also, that's why he was in the garb of a lawyer, and naturally he must have also resented and he must have entered, or his weapon must have been taken by some other person. SIT has been formed. All these facts will come out in the inquiry report. He is also being interrogated. He is Vijay Yadav from Kerakat, Jaunpur. And as I am told that he has no criminal case against him. He is 19 years old. So he will be interrogated, who hired him, who all were there in the court to assist him.
Yes, so that is a subject of investigation, Abbas Haider. SIT has been set up by the government, so the government is coming across as sincere. Then why is, why does it always become about targeting criminals? Invariably, Samajwadi Party, when you make statements of this nature, you are appearing to be backing criminals then.
Maya, we very well know what happens to these SITs and commissions. We all know this. The thing is, see, it is not about Sanjeev Maheshwari being killed. It is about the state of lawlessness in Uttar Pradesh. It is about how criminals are fearless in Uttar Pradesh. I can tell you...
No, but the person who has shot him is not really a criminal. He's a shooter. What is his motive? We'll know about it only later.
Maya,
he doesn't have a criminal antecedent till now.
Let me tell you, this is my biggest concern. If you see this shootout, if you see Atiq Ahmed shootout, all these, all these criminals who have shot these criminals, they have been between age of 19 to 21, 22. So this is my biggest concern, that due to unemployment in Uttar Pradesh, youngsters are taking, they're becoming criminals. This is what has been happening in UP. Cops are doing what? Yesterday, Nandini Yadav, she got killed yesterday in I think midnight today. And what happened to her? A cop allegedly assaulted her. That is why she got.
Okay, Anila Singh, respond to this charge.
This is what is happening in Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, Anila Singh.
That he was sexually assaulting a women in Bareilly, and she when she protested, she said that I'm going to send you to jail. This is what is happening in UP. I mean, crime in Uttar Pradesh is increasing every day, and they are, instead of accepting their failure, instead of accepting there has been lapses on the part of government, they are so shameless that they are trying to defend it. How can you do that? I'm saying, okay, Sanjeev Jiva was a criminal, fine. But any punishment given to him should be given by the court of law, by the due procedure. He cannot be killed in broad daylight in a courtroom.
All right. Maria, the reality is, the worry for Samajwadi Party is that they have not got opportunity this time to play appeasement card. Last time when Atiq and his brother Ashraf, when they died, they started saying, "Arey, Muslimanों के ऊपर जाति हो रही है, अरे मुसलमानों को shoot out कर दिया," and this time they are not going to say anything.
Please accept your failure. This is the time.
The reality is that
Instead of forming SITs and commission, do something to improve law and order in UP. Try not to protect the criminals in UP. This is what my advice to you as a constructive opposition.
लाल टोपी की गुंडागर्दी everywhere. Do show some decency.
You can even put allegations on Samajwadi Party that they have done this. I can understand your frustration, ma'am.
No, you don't have any decency. When you were talking, I didn't interject. When I am responding.
Yes, Anila ji, boliye Anila ji. हाँ.
I'm just requesting you to accept your failure. That's all.
Their heart out. They were crying their heart out. अरे अशरफ मर गया, अतीक मर गया, मुसलमानों के ऊपर कितनी जाति हो रही है, मुसलमानों को टारगेट किया जा रहा है, मुसलमानों को मारा जा रहा है. This is what they were doing. But this time, they are not able to do so because this heinous criminal was a Hindu. So this is their concern. For us, a terrorist is a terrorist, a criminal is a criminal. So any action taken by the government is against the criminal or the terrorist.
Can you show one statement of any Samajwadi Party leader saying this?
That is a reality.
Can you show one statement? What are alleging Samajwadi Party of? Can you show one statement given by any
history of your political party, the way they stood to the terrorists and the criminals? Everybody knows what your party is known for.
Don't try to propagate fake news on national channel.
Okay, Arvind Kumar Jain, I'll give you the final word. Please go ahead, sir.
One constable has also been injured in the shootout. Right. Lal Mohammed, he has also sustained bullet injury. One other constable has also been injured. Some constables have been injured in brickbatting and senior officers also. But all said and done, he is in police custody and his interrogation will reveal so many things. And I think one of the factors might be, this is just my conjecture, that because Mukhtar has become weak now, so his gang has been targeted in this case. It might be one of the reasons. The police officers will go into the reasons and they will take strictest possible action.
What do these SITs really do then?
SIT will fix the responsibility on the policemen who were guarding collectorate, who were guarding the courts.
Tell me, Arvind Kumar Jain, when was the last time a shootout of that nature happened inside court premises?
In Delhi, it had happened in one of the courts, and it has happened, I think, once in Bijnor also a few years back. It happens once in 2-3 years, such a shootout. It is no doubt sensational, and effective measures will be taken as per recommendations of SIT.
All right, Arvind Kumar Jain, Abbas Haider and Anila Singh, thank you so much for joining us. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.
What do you make of this matchup? Obviously, Gujarat Titans have had the more superior season. They've looked the more superior side.
So it's going to be a close game. Shuman has been fantastic.
Chief Minister Singh has blamed Kuki terrorists of being behind the recent violence in Manipur. He claims that terrorist groups are using sophisticated arms against civilians. So what's behind